guys, we're gonna be doing a revamp.
Depicted as these crazy evil fish that will eat anything they lay their eyes on.
Today we're gonna be doing a react video of Terror Green.
Keep as their pets. So I'm gonna buy 6 piranhas, build them a home, and test to see if they're actually as vicious as the movies made them out to be. Meaning, yes, I will be putting my hand inside of their tank. What could go wrong? Let's just buy this thing. And so literally the next day, the delivery van dropped off the package that supposedly had the cold-blooded killing piranhas. That was fast. I'm hoping all these guys survived the shipping, since as you can see, it's pretty cold out. But anyways, let's get these inside. So I got out this 20-gallon tank I had laying around and filled it up with some cycled water. Then I cut open the tape on the box that had the piranhas inside. Oh shoot, bro. There is literally piranhas right under my hand. Let me take this bag out. Oh, I cannot believe I'm going to be keeping these as pets. What the heck? Thankfully, every single piranha had survived the shipping, so I put all 6 of them into the tank. But when I put them in, I realized they were
obvious,
moving
of
and
course.
definitely
They
not
survived.
acting like normal vicious piranhas. And look, I can literally drop a cricket into the water, and usually they would go crazy immediately eating that up. But check it out, no reaction at all. You see, the reason they're not moving is because they need a way bigger tank with all the right stuff inside. So I got out a new tank and filled it with 100 pounds of sand. We gotta do this because, of course, the first step is creating the floor and decorations. To continue this process, I started to use these sort of thin sticks and use a hot glue gun to hang them from the top of the enclosure. You see, these piranhas that I bought are red-bellied piranhas.
They kind of have not a red belly.
Species, and they live in the
yeah, they kind of do.
There's all these roots and stuff hanging in the water, so that's what I'm trying to recreate in here with this. Anyways, next up, it was time to use even more wood. You see, this time I want to stack up some thicker wood to make it look like a massive tree trunk is growing from out of the water. So I actually took the wood out and used some water-based spray foam to connect all the pieces together with some branches coming off of them. And then once all the spray foam and stuff on it has dried, we just plop it in there like that, and boom, there we go. Check it out. You can even see the roots and stuff. It's pretty cool. It looks like a tree, but there's still a bit more decoration we have to put inside of here. First of all, you guessed it, just some more wood randomly scattered around, but then some rocks.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Every Amazon riverbed has them. And finally, some pebbles like this, which I dropped around the enclosure, and some even tinier little pebbles, which I dropped around the enclosure, which makes the sand across the whole thing look a little more realistic. Well, I'd say this is a pretty good start to the base of the tank, but now it's time for the fun part. Let's go get some aquatic plants for this. Okay, not Petco, I'm not gonna lie though.
Of course we're at Petco. Where else would you go?
Pretty much all these plants are like dead, bro. No way I'm paying $10 for a dead stick with a little leaf. But let's buy all the ones here that are alive for this. So I picked out all the good plants and even found this little cool vine one, which of course I had to get to. So I drove home and got all the plants out. Oh man, this is already the most plants.
Shout out to Terror Green.
Not even including this big bag of leftover plants Petco had. Anyways, I went and put each of the plants in the sand across the tank and filled it up with a bit of water. That way the roots of the plants could stay nice and moist while we continue building. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part, the vine thing. Let's just put this across the branches like that. And oh yeah, check it out. It looks like a vine. Well, next up, as you can see, I've left this little area here empty. That's because I want to build a graveyard here with a ton of skulls and stuff.
A graveyard?
Piranhas are deadly. So I drove out.
What the other deadly?
PetSmart first. I found this skull decoration, so I'm gonna get that. Ooh, and they got a tiny little animal skull. I'm definitely gonna get that too. So I bought those and a couple more decorations with skeletons on them. Then after getting home, I put some of the larger skulls around in the sand. I even replaced some of the rocks in the back with them, so this place would look extra spooky. Then with these tiny little skull beads, I'm gonna go and paint them around in the sand.
Does he know that the piranhas might try to eat those?
Check the graveyard out. It actually looks pretty good. Bunch of skulls.
Yeah, they might actually.
Big skulls. Yeah, I like it. Now finally, to finish this
And they'll probably die.
DIY technologies. And for the first one, I have one of my coolest ideas ever. But I had to go buy more stuff at the store. Alright, it's been a while since I went to Walmart in a video. You guys were kind of getting mad at me in the comments, so I'm sorry. I'm returning to my basics, don't worry. The reason I'm at Walmart is because I gotta get a bunch of food that the piranhas are gonna like. So I got some beef, sardines, tuna, and bone broth. And also got this tiny little blender. After driving home, I threw all that food I just bought into the blender and blended it up.
Oh, the only thing that was good in there was the beef. Just if it was cooked. Sorry guys, we got an ad.
It's an oldie thing.
We really got to get YouTube Premium. We could have just paused the video.
When skin loses hydration, Clinique Moisture.
Remember, this camera won't let us do that.
is designed for rapid absorption, while hyaluronic acid helps instantly cleanse skin
to pay after.
You didn't break the bank.
That's the one bad thing.
That night, I made a mistake.
Well, this ad's sort of creepy.
After it was done, as you can see, it turned into this nasty liquid stuff. But anyways, I sucked the liquid up into the syringe thing and brought it over to the tank. Okay, this might seem kind of complex, but
That's disgusting.
You see, you have to basically squirt some of this around in the water, and it just spreads the scent
That's a
around.
lot.
What I'm gonna do is attach it to the side of the enclosure, and whenever I want to get the piranhas mad and in hunting mode, I just squirt a little bit of this out the end, and it will make them go absolutely crazy. So I attached that to the side of the tank with some glue, and then it was done. And now the next technology is these two water pumps and some bubbles.
Yeah, that was literally what I was
The
thinking.
whole back of the tank. You see right now this.
How are you guys
But
gonna?
once I fill
How are
the
you gonna
entire
refill it?
tank with some cycled water, which,
That's what
you know,
Jacob
a lot
said
of
if you
times how
didn't
big
hear.
it was, check out what it can do. Alright, now if I go and plug in these pumps, as you can see, it starts to make bubbles at the back of the enclosure. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But basically, this little air pump just blows air into this tube, which goes into there. But what I can actually do is unattach that and just blow into this myself to make bubbles. That's cool. Anyways, the last technology is this little fish. I'm just kidding. I've actually already shown this in a video before. So what I've got is the upgraded version. Yeah, this one's way bigger and way cooler. Which as you can see, if I just go and put it in the water like this, it starts to swim around like a normal fish. Yeah, I just think it'd be funny if I maybe tested the piranhas to see if they try to eat it or something. Anyways, this tank is now complete. Speaking of the piranhas, it's time to get them inside. Okay, let's try my best.
They probably won't eat a fake
So I
fish.
grabbed the temporary tank they were in and brought it over to their new home so I could scoop them out. Okay, they definitely look more aggressive than the first time I did this. I'm just gonna carefully scoop one guy out just like that. Oh shoot, he's mad, but I'm just gonna put him into the new tank. And there you go,
Hi.
be free my friend. New home. So
Nothing
I
was
did that same
just
process
filming.
with the other 5, and there we go. The piranhas were in their new home. But as you can guess, immediately they packed up.
Well,
like
we've been
piranhas
away
do,
for
and looked
hours.
as though they were already on the hunt for food once again. Well, these piranhas look pretty hungry, I'm not gonna lie, or maybe piranhas are just always hungry. So now I'm gonna feed them
By
these
height,
five
I'm the
different
tallest
food
of eight.
sources to see which they like the most.
This out of us
With
three.
mealworms. And before feeding them the mealworms, if you remember, I have this pipe with the delicious juice inside, which I
How is
then
that-
squirted
that does
inside
not
to
look
let the
delicious.
piranhas know it was feeding them.
And it's
As
probably
you can
not.
guess, they immediately started to go up and eat it.
I really
This
guess
kinda
they
made a
threw it
mess,
off.
But yeah, they were loving it. Oh my gosh, do you see that? They're all gathering around the little area where I just put it in. So now that they were ready, I dropped in the mealworms.
Now
and once
you're
they
making me
tasted it,
hungry.
Two of the piranhas noticed it and kind of took nibbles at it. But they were kind of just playing around with it more than they were actually eating it. And that same thing kept happening with most of the mealworms. But that was until I saw this.
Yeah,
where
their
three of
mouths
them
are really
took
tiny.
turns devouring it up, and yeah, this one actually got eaten. Okay, well, mealworms, I'm gonna give about like a 2 out of 10 on how much the
10.
piranhas like them. But as
Oh.
you can see, second on the list.
So you
was
said a
feeding
10, I'm
them
like,
crickets.
what?
Now, if you remember at the start, the piranhas wanted nothing to do with the crickets. But let's see how they'll react now that they're in this new tank. So I dropped in just one.
Probably
And
the
because it was
same
just
thing.
floating there, I grabbed it with tweezers to show the piranhas. Instantly, you could see they picked up the memo that this was alive, and they sort of started to nibble it like the mealworms. But not even a single piranha actually took
It's
it
gonna
with enough
drown
fight to eat
instead
this
of. It's
cricket.
just gonna drown to
The
death.
crickets, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10.
It's gonna drown. It's not gonna. Yeah, they just were like, I don't like that. That's me and broccoli. I hate broccoli, guys.
I started my day by swimming around in the water until the piranhas
I don't like any
noticed.
broccoli.
They come up and nibble it,
I'm
and
really
actually
picky
drop
when it
in
comes
their
to
tank while
vegetables.
the rest of the piranhas came swimming up. They huddle around it
Imagine
like
cake was a
hyenas
vegetable.
and start to actually take
The only
little
vegetable
chunks
that
out
I
of
like
it.
is
So I
corn
did
on the
same thing
cob.
with the
No
ground
other
beef
type of
out in
corn.
the water. And this time the piranhas were even more interested, and instantly the entire pack huddled around it and took turns taking their
For
bites
some
out.
reason, I don't like
These
normal
scraps
corn.
that
I
had
only like
fallen
corn on the cob.
floor, and we're getting surrounded by the piranhas too. Dang, I'm gonna give the salmon an 8 out of 10 and the ground beef a
Dang.
9.5 out of 10. Yeah, they love that so much, but I mean, I gotta do my hand now.
You're not
So we're
gonna
doing
eat
the
your
intro,
hand.
So, let's just do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Start the timer. Let's see how long I can keep it in here. Right away, nothing really happened.
If he done his hand first, then they might eat because they're all probably all full.
But right away, once sort of noticed me and actually started to chase my hand.
Knew
as
it.
I moved
Just
away
straight up
to
knew
avoid
it. He's
getting bit.
not
So, of
gonna
course,
let
I
him.
moved my hand back over to the pack, where some of them definitely got sort of close to biting me, but they were nowhere near as aggressive as they were towards the beef. You see, it's actually a common misconception that piranhas are evil towards humans like all the movies say. But to be honest, if you're a viewer watching this, I would not personally test it. I'm just crazy, so please subscribe for
You're
risking my
crazy,
ankles.
we're crazy,
Well, these
we do
piranhas are
crazy
going to be
stuff.
crazy pets.
Bye
So thank you
guys,
for
that's our
your
first ever
Thanks for
react
watching. And if you
video.
want to watch another video, click the video on the